Hello there, my name is Rachel. The first time you see my channel, I used to review cartoon series, anime series, so sup and computer random, and today we're going to talk about a new anime series from DreamWorks called Dragons, the Nine Realms. This is basically a continuation of the Dragons franchise, How to Train Your Dragon from DreamWorks, and you have to say this is actually the best well-handled show that DreamWorks actually did, because DreamWorks animation series usually are a hit or miss. They're never really super amazing or super bad. You're sort of always in the middle, never improving that much, except for the Dragon franchise and the Kung Fu franchise, the only two franchises that DreamWorks actually really cares about, especially Dragons. And this series did not disappoint. Even though they only have 6 episodes, they nearly wrote a great story. Even limited of 22-minute episodes, they actually developed all the characters great. In fact, this new forecast of kids who we follow have to find the new dragons after their ancestor locked the dragons forever, making sure to be safe, and they refound it by accident by being lead Tom, who unfortunately her mother works at this company called the Right Corporation, who found this small little cavern and they want to explore and understand what they have so they can resell it or use it for business purposes. But one day, Tom was sort of exploring because he just wanted to understand more about this cavern till he introduced the new Night Fury. This Night Fury is connected to the original Night Fury from Hiccup. In fact, Hiccup and Tom are basically very related. I think they are the same family tree, but there actually is a difference. For example, Hiccup is sort of scared, naive, not sure himself. Over the movies, he becomes more confident and more proud of himself. But Tom is completely different. Tom is automatically confident. He's mature, understanding, curious, but at the same time he's a rule breaker. He doesn't want to listen, he just wants to explore. But at the same time, he has one key difference from Hiccup. Tom has a great relationship with his mother. His father, I suppose, who passed away, I'm guessing, because the series never really delves in it. I think he died or left. I'm not 100% sure, but Tom is a really likable main lead. He tries to understand, trying to help his mom, but also he has a goal of heart, in other words, that he's trying to help the dragons. Especially, he sort of continued the same thing as Hiccup, making his own dragon club, making sure to protect the dragons and not tell the adults, because they were afraid their parents would tell the company, the run company, to actually take the dragon and experiment them, because they're afraid will be extinct or murdered. That's why it makes Tom very interesting. Tom wants to help both sides, but at the same time he doesn't know how to. The only way he thinks is sort of hide the dragons. Also by accident, also joining his wrestling friends, who each one of them are well developed. Is one thing is kind of off always by DreamWorks, that the main lead is well developed. The secondary characters usually are not. They usually one noted. But all 4 leads of this series are just so deep and complex and still very interesting. Each character can take the lead for one episode and understand their personality, the reasons why they joined the club, why they want to protect the dragons, and how they connect each dragon. And this is why I enjoyed this continuation of the How Dragon franchise, because they actually understood one of the biggest mistakes of the dragons is not really fully developing the whole cast. And this is the show they're trying to fix that mistake, and the fix is glorious. Now, each character feels very unique. For example, June, the sort of hobbyists who like magic and dragons, who read obsessed with it, but the only problem is she's sort of a dork and she's trying to understand dragons, but even the information he has, she is completely wrong, willing to recorrect herself and fixing the problem. In the same time, feels sort of alone because she doesn't really have friends, only for except for Tom, but because how she kind of weird, making her very relatable. Not just her, other cast member also like this Angelo, if I say his name correctly, that he's basically the son of the guardsman who protects the small town, that he has to follow the rules. He's trained as a military man who understands the rules will protect you. but at the same time, those rules he constantly assists with sort of make him alone. That's what I mean. Like, each character have the little thing, little quirks that make them unique, but that's little quirks that kind of make them sort of abandoned, disconnected to other people. Even they try to follow what their personality really is. The more they keep found their personality, the more lonely that felt. That's what this Angelo feels. Very cliche, but at the same time very realized as a character, because he wants to make friends, but at the same time, because he followed the rules so much, he basically pushes people away. Till he meets Tom, he sort of meets his own dragon, allow him to open up and understand some rules meant to be broken, other rules to make listen. And this dragon is one of those that maybe I should break the rules for the dragon. You just have another character called Alex, that she is the tech nerd. She's the one who really doesn't want to talk to people, feels lonely, and doesn't know how to approach it till Tom accidentally let her see a dragon, and this dragon and Alex sort of click and understand each other how lonely they really are. And that's the thing I enjoy. Each kid has their moment to shine, to understand why they all connect as one, why they need to protect the dragons, and why they decide to make this club once again like the ancestors to protect the dragon. And this show is just great. The action is great. The animation is not the best because it's a TV series, so they have to cheapen out. Some of the models feel sort of off, but once more, that's pretty normal for a DreamWorks show. But at the very end, it pulls it off. Especially, they have a very basic villain of this series, this Borrow dragon who digs in the ground and sort of almost destroyed the town inside. And the kids have to figure out to tell their parents or not tell their parents. If they do, they're risking showing their dragons not to the parents, to the company they work for, and they're afraid the company will take their dragons for them and hunt them down for their special abilities onwards. And that is interesting because they put that a very important of the story, figuring out what is the best approach. Yeah, I just ate it up completely. Now, 90% is great writing, that's 10% that started off. The reason I mean off is that I felt this series needed one more episode, or at least extend each episode like 5 more minutes more, just to make it pacing more fluent. And that's it, because they have like 3 or 4 moments that feel sort of rushed, but once more, it's because they did not have another episode or did not have the time to actually extend it. So that's the only complaint I actually have. All of that, I kind of recommend it because this series was fun, it was enjoyable, was interesting, was deep. You just need a little kinks here to fix, but all of that, it was great. I highly recommend it. In fact, I'm curious, do you see this series? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I really got nothing else to say. Just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye.